Okay, so what we're doing here today is turning an undermount sink in our Winnebago 1800 BH to I guess an overmount or a top mount sink. I'm not sure. I didn't start filming the whole process, but the reason we're doing it is the clips that hold the sink up underneath are just screwed into some particle board, and it's just not a long-term solution. So I took the clips out, removed the sink, and what we're doing now is cleaning up the edge to accept the caulk that we're going to use to hold the sink down with. So I took the sink out using my little storage bins here at the workbench, and I already took my drill with my wire wheel on here. Nice slow speed. It's very controllable and it doesn't heat up whatever you're cleaning off. And I cleaned up that edge. Nice. It's really clean. Got all the manufacturing stuff off there and gunk that was built up. And now I'm taking some 3M Scotch Brite pad and I cut it into strips, and I'm just going along this edge here and getting that cleaned up the best we can. You know, you can see here there's that's the old dirt line from when it was undermounted in the camper, and just taking that off. There's a little bit of caulk on there and just some grime and some bits, and just want to get that cleaned up before we go ahead and get it mounted, you know, permanently. So see if I can get you guys set up here, and maybe you can kind of see what we're doing, right? So let's see, how is it's probably terrible. So anyway, we're back. So just using the Scotch Brite pad, cleaning up that edge best we can. Get that old caulk off there and some of the dirt. It's a lot easier now than when it's glued down and mounted back in the camper. Flip your pad a lot. They definitely wear out as you're doing this. And if you have a fresh surface most of the time, it's going to take all that material you're trying to remove a lot quicker and a lot less effort. That's pretty spent. Switch to a fresh one. So you definitely want to be careful when you're doing this. Don't take it and kind of wrap your hand on that edge. It's pretty sharp. You get some pretty good cuts if you did it that way. So, in case you're wondering, I'm not wrapping my palm around that edge. Wondering why I'm not using the drill and the wire wheel on here. It's a decent brushed finish from the manufacturer on the lip of the sink, and we're going to be able to see it once it's installed. So I don't want to take the brush to it and mess that up and then have to try and go back and refinish it so that it looks more uniform once we're done here. That's it, just trying to get the old caulk off of there and get rid of that kind of dirty, that dirt scum line that was left behind. You gotta, I'm trying to find some of this Scotch-Brite material in this green pad. It's the same stuff basically, but on the back side of those yellow or blue sponges everybody's familiar with. But you're gonna go through a lot of them if you're cleaning this much area. So I recommend just trying to find the green pad. Maybe it's your hardware store or wherever you get your stuff at. So go through here, just making sure that that edge is clean. And of course, before I do anything else, I'm going to clean this up some kind of solvent. Not sure yet. Maybe some acetone or paint thinner. Maybe some brake clean on the rig. I don't know. Bob Ross would say it's your world, right? You kind of do what you want. So pick your favorite solvent of choice and get that edge cleaned up. Now, since it was undermounted, I'm noticing that the lip isn't exactly flat all the way around when it sits. So, let's see if it's going to bend easy or not. Just kind of tweak it down here. Eyeball it. That's a little better. This corner's down a little. Bend it up just a touch. Alright. Maybe a touch less. There we go. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, that one's kind of up a little bit too. Just a little bit of pressure. Here a little bit. It's getting there. Not a sheet metal person by any means. I think that's all right. Alright, let's go to the camper, see how it fits. Alright, so now we're in the camper. You can see here where we removed, where I removed the sink here. I know I'm just test fitting it. There's a little bit of moisture there, so let's get rid of that. Probably bump the faucet. So, tuck it underneath the faucet, drop it in. Seems like this corner's a little high, maybe. Honestly, I think I put it in here, I'll probably end up just filling it with some water for weight, or I'll find some heavy stuff to kind of hold it down and let that adhesive set up. There's a little bit of wiggle room in here. You can see my drain down there, the tail piece is. I think that's gonna work real good. You know, of course, we'll lose that little lip where the cutting boards were sitting, but you know, it's a small price to pay. I do have an idea on how to still utilize the cutting boards that used to sit down in here if we want to, but that's for later on. That lip always seemed to hold water and gunk anyway, so it's a nice idea, but I think in reality it just isn't great. At least for what we're doing. We're not campers, we're travelers. So, yeah. Maybe I can try and get that lip down a little bit. Yeah, see what we come up with. Okay, did a little bit of tweaking of the edge of the sink here. See if it fits any flatter. Well, I think the whole sink has a bit of a tweak to it. So what I'm concerned about is when it's in here, this edge, it's not meant to be a drop-in, a top mount sink. Seems like it's this edge, this edge. Let's see. Maybe it'll bend down a little, maybe it won't. I don't know. If it does, great. If not, I might just have to roll with it. See what happens, I guess. I think it's going to be what it's going to be. Well, like they say, hammer and paint makes it what it ain't. Maybe I'll come up with something. Pressure and caulk, will make it what it's not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just have to get the caulk and some weight, and we'll glue it down. See what happens. Let you know how it turns out. Now we're gonna take it back in the house, put a sink in the sink, and we're gonna clean it up and get ready for it. So this is kind of what it looks down in there right now. See if maybe there's a picture of that edge. Let's see what happens. All right, so here we are. Got everything prepped, I think. So one of my last steps here is I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol. This happens to be 70%. Don't know if that's necessary or not, but go through and just clean up this area where the caulk is going to be and the rim is going to sit, from the sink itself. That looks like it dried up quite a bit already, so let's take a little more here. This time I'll do the old trick and I'll leave the lid open, and then I won't need any more instead of closing it like I did last time. So, got that. Look at that edge. Why not? Okay. Try and get a clean spot on the towel. Some more alcohol. And, ooh, there we go. Clean up the lip of the sink itself. See that or not? Tight quarters in the camper, right? Okay. Getting that cleaned up. All right. trying to give this the best chance possible of working here. In fact, let's step the shot back a little bit and see if we can let you guys see a little bit more of it, maybe. Let's see how that turns out. Right? Not too tippy. Okay, so that part's done. All right. What I think I'm going to do, instead of caulking the sink itself, I'm just going to caulk the edge here, and I'll start with like what I think is probably going to be the hardest part. Right? Just go under there. Leave a nice bead. What I'm using here, it's a Quick Seal Plus Premium Adhesive and Sealant. It says it's you know, kind of a sealant and kind of a glue at the same time. So I don't know, I'm not very good at caulking, so I either tend to leave way too much and then I get a big mess to deal with, or I don't leave nearly enough and I just can't seem to get the in between there. So maybe we'll get lucky on this one, right? Ooh, I almost lost her there. There you go, drag your sleeve through it. Oh well. Okay, let's cap it. Try not to make a mess. Excuse me. Do have my bowl of water there for smoothing out any excess that squishes out. I'm just gonna really try and get this in here without nicking the caulk at the same time. So, go in, touch it there. Okay, see, you got a little bit on me. It's alright. Keep a rag, and it's already wet with some of that alcohol, so that's good. So now I can see through the drain where that tailpiece needs to go. It looks like it needs to go right there. So, next step, we got 2 things of water. We'll see if they both fit. I was hoping this would. Let's see. No, they won't fit that way. So, we'll just set one in there. Let's see, did I move it? Yeah, I moved it a little bit. There. Right there. Looks pretty good. So, can he get 2 in? That's the question, right? Boy, I don't think it's going to happen. Unless 1 will do it. You know, it's 40 pounds, right? And then just shine to the back. Try one more, huh? Try one more time. Well, maybe that'll do it. I don't know. That's where it's gonna be, though. So, well, let's see how bad of a job I can do smoothing this edge out. So I'm not that good at smoothing out caulk, as you guys can probably tell. Just try and get as much excess off as I can ahead of time, I guess. Come through with a wet finger. Maybe that'll get the job done. Or maybe it'll make it worse. So far, it's not looking so great. But good thing you can always redo it. Oh boy. No. For those of you that aren't good at this, let me know how do you get it so good, because ooh, almost lost you there. I sure can't seem to get it consistently. Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm just making it worse. I keep going over it. I know. I don't need any of this extra stuff here, that's for sure. Home Depot used to say, it's easy one-day project. Cue the Home Depot music, right? Oh, not for this guy. But we'll try our best. Looks like I'm a little shy on this corner, so for this edge over here, let's see what we can do. Oh my God. This is terrible. Just terrible. Almost did it again. That almost did. change it now. The weight they got in the sink. You know, it's kind of blocking me from putting caulk on the back. You know what? It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Hopefully it doesn't change too much here. Oh, all right. Okay, see? There's next to nothing on that backside. So thanks, TV. Always in the way. I think I needed any extra barriers to success here. Come on. Yeah, why would you want to stick? Gosh. It's like, I think I can make it any worse. Here I come. Make it worse. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Well, let me know what your secrets are. Those of you on YouTube land that know how to do this really good. Maybe help out the next person. It's too late for me. Yeah. This just looks awful. I don't mean awful good. Just awful. So, why change it now, right? Okay. All right. Let's get some. Main thing is, I just don't want it to leak. Right? And of course, I want it to look good, but I think at this point, it's to stop it from leaking. So. Every time I do it, it gets worse. I should just stop trying to smooth it out. That's just terrible. It's embarrassing. It really is. Well, maybe I can come by after the fact and get it cleaned up. I don't know. Well, YouTube, universe, I think it's what you're gonna get. I really do. Unfortunately, well, I don't think it's gonna leak, but it's not gonna win any awards either for a good job or a job. Well, as J. Peterman would say, on a job done. Job done. At this point, it's the best I can hope for. I don't know. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. So, give me a close-up of the horror show here. That is the caulk job. Who knew, right?